What's up, guys? The Sports Obsession is back, and we're going to be talking about the UFC Fight Night Figueiredo versus Benavidez. So, to start off the fight, we're just going to talk about the main card and some takeaways, what's going to happen, and so on. So, first fight was Askar Askarov versus Alex Pantoja. Honestly, the fight was great. Pretty back and forth. Solid fight. Personally, I thought the decision was a little iffy. I thought Pantoja was definitely winning on the feet and on the ground. I thought he did enough because he was blocking Askar's submissions, kept getting back up. He was getting taken down quite often, so that's where the judges obviously saw that, where Askarov won. But I thought could have gone either way. But anyways, congrats to Askarov for winning. Solid fight. And next one, we got Lipinski versus Carolina. Probably the nastiest knee bar I have seen in a long time. That was brutal. For sure, Carolina was hurting and still is hurting right now. She won. So Lipinski won via knee bar round one. I think has a great future in the flyweight division. I really think if the UFC builds her up, takes her time, I think she could fight for the title one day. Absolutely no problem. All right, now onto my personal favorite, the upset of the night. We had Rafael Fiziev versus Mark Jasaki. I was amazing. Awesome fight. Fight of the night. Crazy back and forth. Jasaki did great, but I thought Fiziev was going to be too much. His Muay Thai is extremely mind-blowing. He literally coaches striking to Peter Yan, who's the bantamweight champ. He does some crazy like matrix stuff with dodging kicks and stuff. I've watched him coming up, but I didn't realize he was going to be this dominant. I thought he looked fantastic. I think he'll be a real tough task for anyone in that division. I can't wait to see him fight again. So yeah, Fiziev won by unanimous decision. All right, now on to Hermansson versus Gastelum. Didn't go the way I thought. I thought it ended quick. I really thought Gastelum would win. Gastelum is a very great finisher, really strong. Doesn't look always in shape, but he always is. He does a great job, but Hermansson did fantastic. Hermansson's usually a guy who will run someone to the ground, really push him to the limits, brutalize him, maybe submit them, guillotine, which is but that's what happened early on. I'm pretty sure it was a heel hook on Gastelum. Even though Gastelum looked great, but Hermansson got that heel hook. They weren't sweaty. He gripped that well, cranked it, bam, Hermansson won. And I think he'll have a solid fight with whoever he fights next. Now on to the main event. Figueiredo versus Benavidez. Wow. Honestly, it was pretty intense and kind of sad to watch. I love it. I love Benavidez. I thought he's fantastic throughout his career. He's a legend of the sport. One of the best fighters to never win a title, and he's had like 4 shots at a title, and he just never could win. It was a slaughter. Figueiredo was too strong. I think he knocked Benavidez down 3-4 times, and honestly, it was just painful to watch. Like, I'm shocked that Benavidez even lasted that long after getting knocked down so much, and could even defend some of his chokes. It was pretty insane. Figueiredo I think he's gonna dominate that division for a long time. He dominated for 4 minutes 58 seconds or something, 48 seconds. It just destroyed Benavidez. Made Benavidez look like he's nothing, and that's really sad to say, but he did. I think Benavidez should maybe take one more fight, leave on a good note, and possibly retire. He's a legend. Everyone loves him. One of the nicest guys in the sport. He did fantastic for his career, but I just don't think he could beat Figueiredo again. The only person I could really think ever is if they come back would be Triple C, or I absolutely think Demetrius Johnson would have a great shot if he ever were to leave come back to the UFC. He's one of my favorite fighters of all time. One of the best fighters of all time. Top 5 pound-for-pound fighters without a doubt. Yeah, he's unbelievable. I wish he would come back and gain more respect, because I saw him fight live before and he was amazing. Demetrius Johnson, I think, could take on Figueiredo, but then again, Figueiredo is extremely strong, so I'd love to see that. Last point, stay tuned for my fight predictions for this coming weekend for your Whitaker versus Till and the Strikeforce event. If you haven't watched Strikeforce, please stay tuned. Great fighters like Douglas Lima is in there, Michael Venom Page, Michael Chandler, so many good ones. So start watching that. And yeah, so another note is we got Hazmat Shemaev is actually fighting this weekend. He got added to the card. That he'll be on the undercard, I think. Stay tuned. He's fighting Rise of the Key, also a great fighter, but Hazmat Shemaev will be the future welterweight champion, I think. I predict pure domination. Stay tuned for that fight. And all right, guys, see you in a few days. Don't forget, stay obsessed.